Good afternoon, everybody. This is Neutron Bomb, Neutron Collectibles and such. Wanted to come to you and bring another video sharing the two shipments that I received yesterday, and it'll be the open box reveal. And first time I've seen these. I've been sharing these as we've been going. We'll call this Exploring Hummels number 9, and I'm trying to emphasize some points of importance that applies to collectibles across the board, and in particular, in my interest is for the Hummels. So, as we share this, I hope that it'll be interesting to you, and if it is, if you'll give me a thumbs up and just share the video, I would appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming by. Have a good evening. Bye. So the first package that we're going to be looking at today, I've not opened it at all, but I do want to share the background on it. Last Saturday, I made a mistake and left a Hummel figurine sitting on the table that this is sitting on without any kind of pad under it, and it broke when the table shifted. So that night I went to auction and found an equivalent, actually better, figure of the same type, and it's called Little Hiker, hum number 16/1, and this one is a TMK3, and its value, because it's a little larger, a little taller than the one that I broke, is the Hummel value guide is $300 on this figure that we're about to see, and the one that I broke was $175. But the sweet part about this for me is I only paid $10 for the figure and then $8.95 for the shipping. So I've got a total cost of goods of $18.25 in this figure, and it'll be a good return eventually. But let's see what we got, because if you recall in video number 8, this is what we dread. You hear that? And I call it dancing around in the package, and that's what's happening with this figure in this box. It's got a lot of movement. You shouldn't be able to hear that dreaded rattle. So we'll see what we have here and as we open it up. So I've opened up the box, and we have filler inside the box as expected, but it really was not enough because the figure was moving around a lot within that box. It's a good wrap on the bubble wrap. However, when I open and I take the figure out, I can feel the edge of the bottom of that figurine without even taking the bubble wrap off. Now up top, it's a somewhat better. There's a more cushion there, but I'm concerned that the bottom is exposed as much as it is. You can kind of see here the edge maybe of the figure. Well, right there, and as we go around, you can even see it more right here. So hopefully we don't have any damage, and let's check it out. Remember, in my technique, I used more bubble wrap. There's only one layer of bubble wrap around this figure, and lo and behold, we have paper, tissue paper even, wrapped around the figurine, which you should recall the friction, it is white, so we don't have to worry about any smudges or smear from ink, but I would not personally pack the figure out this way. So we continue to open it and see how it's rolling. If my technique was used, this figure would not be rolling as it is. And wow, even so, this figure has arrived safely, and I'm very pleased with it. As I'm looking at this figure, this one is considerably taller than the one I had. It is 6, well, let me make that 5. It's 5.75 inches in height. I don't see any cracks. I don't see any crazing on the figure. Now, you'll notice what I'm doing. I've shared this in a previous video, but what I'm doing is I'm looking with my fingers. And your fingers will feel what your eye cannot see. And such a fragile and delicate piece of ceramic. This figure is, as I said, a TMK 3. Some crazing on the bottom, but this is an excellent figure, and I'm very well pleased for $10. $18.25 total cost of goods for me. Yes, it's sitting on a padded towel. So our second reveal this afternoon is called Birthday Serenade, Hummel 218-2/0, and it is a TMK 4. It is not that rare. It does come in an older version, which the older version value is almost twice, if a little over twice, what this one is. And the value of this on the high end is $165. I paid $12 for this figure. In the box as it is, this box is a little bit large for this size Hummel. As you can see here, it's about, I think it's 10 inches by 6 by 7, as I see it marked. I would not use a box this large for this size figure, but it is marked fragile, and no rattling, nothing like that going on with this like it was with the other figure. But let's see what we got. It's in a recycled box. If the box is sturdy and in good shape, I have no problem with that really, but I prefer to use, overall it just gives me a better comfort level knowing that the box is sturdy in any way. So in this box we have the choice of pack out material, peanuts, styrofoam peanuts packing material. It obviously did have it secure. It was not rattling around. We do have plastic wrap, but the wrap, if you can see, the wrap is not around the figure. And then there we have it again, paper used to wrap around the figure. Now personally, I just do not use paper around the figure. I use it as filler within the box. So I do have a good report. This figure, it has arrived safely. Excited to have it. See the M.I. Hummel in the back. And now I'm feeling around to make sure we don't have any chips Just look at the bow. Can you see that? It's amazing that it's still there. TMK4. It's also called the 3-line because it has the 3 lines of text. Copyright by Wilhelm Goebel, West Germany. And there's a different version of this figure where the instruments on the characters are reversed. The little boy would be playing the flute, and those are the ones that are really more valuable, about $400, $420 if the little boy were playing the flute. But those are the figures that I have received in this week. I'm excited to have those to add to the collection. I hope that you've learned something in this video that would be helpful for you. And if you have, would you give me a thumbs up and share with friends and ask them to subscribe? I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a good Saturday evening.